All right, so I was struggling with overthinking for quite a long time, and I somehow managed to overcome the habit of overthinking. And in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly how I did it and how you can do the same. So, first of all, you need to understand that the more you think, okay, the less you do, and the less you do, the more you think. Now, there are many uh, downsides of doing less, okay. You achieve less, okay, you don't make any progress, and you get back your old habits. And when you are having the whole old habits, then guess what? You're living the old same life, which is force you, which is designed or which form the habit of you to overthink. Okay. So what I did was to apply one of the core concept from meditation. Now, many of you don't know about it. I've been meditating for a couple of months now, and I usually meditate once or twice every single day for 10 to 20 minutes per time. So the concept that is been teaching in meditation is that there are no rules in meditation. Okay, there are many rules and there are no rules at the same times. So you can do whatever you want, and the rule that I love to stick with is that when you're meditating, you need to be focused on your breathing. That's it. Whatever thought that comes in your mind, just do not focus on that, just ignore it, just let it go. Okay, because what happens that when you are sitting idle, okay, you're doing nothing, there are many thoughts that comes to your mind. Okay, and that might be something important, something not, whatever it might be. Do not focus on them, and do not let them interrupt your focused on your breathing. And that's concept that I used for myself, was to, okay, I'm going to ignore them, because if I ignore them, then there's not going to be any consequences where I'm thinking about, okay, this happened, that happened, that happened, that happened, and I'm stuck in the loop. I've been overthinking about a certain thing for a couple of hours now. In order to not let that thing happen, just let it go. And after 5 seconds, your mind is clear. It sounds so simple, but it's so effective in reality. You need to try this. Bro, when I meditate, all I do is focus on my breathing technique. And then I just evolve, not just breathing, focused on breathing for just 10 minutes. I started to do more of the concentrated breathing. Now, if you do not get got the reference from where this word comes from, I don't know, like, what are you doing with your life? Because it's actually explained in Demon Slayer that you need to focus on your breathing, and everything else you do is just come up with the flow. So yeah, I try to do that thing, and it actually comes with its own benefits and negatives and as well as that. So yeah, I'm just giving a spoiler that I had a couple of blackouts out of nowhere just because I was so focused on breathing. Maybe because I was having too much oxygen in my body, whatever it was. But it actually makes you stronger, and it actually increases the concentration that you have. So yeah, I don't know, whatever you. So that is the first thing, is that you need to just focus on breathing, or we can say just let the thought go. Okay, let go of the thoughts. That's the first thing. The second thing I started to do is, if you just in order to break this pattern, what you need to do is that you cannot just think less. That's reality. Second thing you need to do is that do more. The more you do, the less you think. Okay, and the cycle keeps repeating. Now, the interesting fact is that there are many upsides for this cycle is that the more you do, the less you think, the more you achieve. Okay, you make progress, you build confidence, you gain momentum, and you just get better. And there are so many opportunities that comes up your way. You build the habit of getting better, you build your mindset, you build your habit, you build so many things. Okay, there are so many upsides for doing more. Now it doesn't mean that you can just pretend to be busy or be productive and you're just doing nothing, because that thing isn't going to help you out, period. What you need to do is just, I started to set my priorities. Okay, what are my priorities I need to focus on? By the end of the day, if I get them done, you know, I'm getting closer to my goals, and these are essential. So everything like that, you need to focus on your priorities, get the work done, actually, right, in the right way. Okay, now it's not like you do not know about your priorities. It might be the case, but most of the time, you you do have the idea of what are the priorities that you have. What you need to do is that actually do the work, because doing the work is, might sound simple as just focusing on breathing, but at the end of the day, this is what helps you to get in the zone, be productive, do the work, and do not let the overthinking out through that. Now, as a human, it's so natural that we overthink, and there are many reasons why do we overthink in the first place. It might be because we are having some regrets, or because of we are just overthinking some mistakes that you have made, or some past and everything like that. You need to understand that if you are overthinking about a certain thing that cannot be changed, or you do not have any control about that, just let that go. Why are you letting those thoughts control your energy, or drain your energy, or influence your future? If it's a past, well, it is what it is. You cannot change it. Okay, just let it go. It's one of the most important concepts, is that we need to let it go, because if you do not let it go, and why are you calling it overthinking, or why are you calling it a bad thing? Because this is something that you want to do with your time. Now, if you're overthinking about a certain thing that can be changed, or you should be do, or that you have control over, guess what? Pick that. Let's do that. Why are we wasting our time on the thing that is inevitable that we are supposed to work on? It's same as, why are we procrastinating on the things that we know that we have to get them anyways? So what's the point of wasting time? You know, if a certain thing has to happen, so why are we just wasting time? Now, if you apply that thing in reality, you'll you will notice that you no longer overthink on anything. Because I've said in the past that if you're overthinking about what others people are going to talk about you, or anything like that, you need to be seamless in your pursuit for the greatness, bro. You might have thousands of reasons why you overthink, or what about this, what about that, but in reality, at the end of the day, you need to focus on what you allow yourself to spend your time on. Because overthinking is actually a waste of time. Sometimes it's actually a good thing, because if you are staying in a creative mode, or if you are looking to solve some problems and everything like that, I'm not telling you it's a bad thing after all. Of course, it has its own benefits and disadvantages. Everything has that. So what you need to do is that, just focus on the work, because overthinking is actually a waste of time when you're doing nothing or getting nowhere. You're not making any memories. You're not getting the work done, nor you are anything like that, bro. actually you feel like time has stopped, or everything, that you are actually running out of time. That's reality. I might be wrong in framing what I would like to say in this video, but the core concept is that we both know that we shouldn't be overthinking and we should be productive on the things that we are supposed to do. So yeah, I hope this video actually help you out in order to not overthink for the rest of life. It might be a big claim, but whatever it is, if you apply the principles that I have applied, at least those are the things that work for me. I hope they are going to work for you too. So yeah, keep trying. That's what else we can do. Nothing. Just keep trying. Yeah, that's for the video. That was